What is going on? You are watching the Dropout 704 podcast. You are here with your host, Ma Sinclair. And today we're going to do 5 steps to improve your life and stop caring what people think about you. You know what I'm saying? I think that is just an important skill to have, a cool little video to make for the people who need it. You know what I'm saying? The people who need it are the athletes out there, the people who are trying to get through their 9 to 5s, the entrepreneurs, just anyone really trying to improve their life and they're just tired of caring too much about what people think, and what these people think about you is limiting what you are doing with your life. So step number 1 is to define your core values. And what this means is identifying what truly matters to you, your goals, your beliefs, and your passions. And you're using these guides to guide you. And these you using your goals, beliefs, and passion is a better guide for you than using other people's opinions of you, right? Because if you truly believe in something, you have a passion for it, you have a reason for believing that and feeling that. What people think about you honestly has a lot less to do with you than how they think about themselves. And what I mean by that is the people who are dealing with things within are the quickest to judge. And a lot of times people will be like, they feel like they couldn't do something, so they put that on you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're like, I want to start this business. And then you're telling your friends, your family, but they're like, I don't think you could really do that, this and that. But all that really shows is one or two things. One, they personally don't think that they themselves could do it, and they're projecting that onto you. Or two, they think that you're not able to do it, and they're trying to make you not even try. And guess what? Maybe they're right. Maybe you can't do something, but it is still better to attempt to do it and not get it done than to just sit there and think about, oh, well, I didn't do it because this person thought this or that. So, step 1, define your core values and use those to guide your opinions. Next thing is you want to practice self-awareness. Reflect on why others' opinions even affect you in the first place. When you hear someone say, I don't like this, I don't like that, blah, 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 why does that matter to you? Like, for me personally, right? Most people's opinions wouldn't affect me. If someone came up to me and said, bro, you're too tall and your skin's too light and your hair's too straight, I wouldn't, what they say wouldn't matter, because I'm like, these aren't things that I feel about myself. But if someone came up and said, hey bro, your beard's maybe getting a little too long, or bro, maybe you should get a haircut, maybe this, maybe that would make me kind of sit back and say, this is affecting me, because maybe I deep down agree with this in some capacity. So reflect on why these things bother you. Is it because you deep down feel like they may be true? Or are people just so deep in your ear? Is it someone who really matters to you? Is that what it is? You know, there's a bunch of reasons. And obviously I can't tell you why things affect you, but that is the point of you reflecting and using these moments to really sit with yourself and figure out, what is it that is affecting me in this situation. And you also have to remember with this self-awareness that the most judgment comes from people who have their own insecurities. The people who are insecure judge people the most. For example, if I don't have the nicest car, when I see somebody pull up with a nice car, I might be like, man, blah, 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 this car not even all that, blah, blah, blah. And then when I see somebody pull up with a car not even as nice as mine, I might be like, oh, man, look at what they whipping in. You know what I'm saying? And the people who feel insecure judge the hardest. And it's almost not their fault, because with these insecurities, they're constantly judging themselves. And when they're judging themselves, that's just what they do. When they see, they judge, and then they judge you. So when you're around people who are overtly judgmental, you just have to remember that this has a lot more to do with their insecurities than your own. So that is why step 2 is practicing your self-awareness. Step 3 in 5 steps to improve your life and stop caring what people think is to set personal goals. Focus on achieving goals that align with your vision for your life. I'll say that again. Focus on achieving goals that align with the vision for your life, not the life that other people have for you. And I know that that can be hard. Maybe you're young, you still depend on your parents heavily, and they want you to go to school, they want you to do this, they want you to do that. And that might not be your goal. I'm not just saying throw it all away. But what I am saying is set these goals and focus on what you want for your life, what you see your life becoming. You know what I'm saying? And as you're pursuing these things, your confidence will rise. So as you're pursuing the life that you want to live and you have goals within that, and you're achieving these goals or even just pursuing them, your confidence will rise because you know that you're putting in the time, the work, and the effort to do whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. If you say, I want to be a marathon runner, you know what I'm saying, and you just sit on the couch all the time and you never go run, it's just something in your head. But if you say, I want to be a marathon runner, and then you're like, you know what, this week I want to run a mile, and then you run that mile that week, you feel good about yourself. It boosts your confidence. Even if you don't make it to the marathon, it boosts your confidence just working towards something. I promise you, you feel way more confident when you are working towards a goal instead of just sitting around and not doing anything. Obviously, take everything with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? But this next part, number 4, is a big part, and it's limiting your exposure to negative influences. Step 4 to me is one of the most important steps because it is limiting your exposure to negative influences, distancing yourself from people and environments that are overly criticizing you or draining your energy, because let's face it, it is draining. You're being around people who don't believe in themselves is draining, because when they don't believe in themselves, it goes to you. They don't see things being possible. And it's hard because sometimes it is people that we love and people that we care for. So I'm not sitting here saying, oh, your mom's in a bad mental space, like cut her off because you got a mission. No. But I am saying that you need to limit your exposure to these negative influences. And step number 5 is develop emotional resilience. Practicing mindfulness, meditation, and being able to stay grounded and let go of unnecessary worries. You know what I'm saying? Be able to remind yourself that others' opinions don't define you. They're just passing thoughts. Someone says your blah blah, your ex, whatever your biggest critique is, your ex. That's just their thought. That's really all it is. Someone could be like, "Hey, I love you." That's just their thought. Hey, I hate you. That's just a thought. Just have this mental resilience and emotional resilience to be able to work through these things. And once you're able to do these things, you'll slowly stop caring what people think. This isn't something that happens all in a day. For some people it is, but for a lot of people it's a journey, you know? Sometimes you'll care a little more than others, but it's about the journey. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? And even me telling you this isn't because I'm just a pro and never caring what people think, but it is something that I'm actively working on, and why I have to actively remind myself of these steps, and they help me get through the day and they help me get to the next position I need to be in. So hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully it helped you guys in any capacity. Right down here, that's all my socials: TikTok, Instagram, all that. On Instagram, I respond to every message. So if you got anything going on, you want to chop it up, let me know. Peace out, guys.